What's up, guys? Welcome back to another toy haul. It's been a long time. I actually had a video that I already recorded and I had so much technical issues with it I couldn't even release it. I ended up just deleting it, and it was very frustrating. So it's kind of like I'm doing this video over again because I wanted to come out with maybe about 3 toy haul videos. So I'm gonna see if I can limit it to 2. So anyway, I don't want to make this too long, so I do want to show you guys what I picked up. The first thing I'm gonna show you I picked up Dragon Man. Let me see if this comes up on the camera. So I ordered this figure from Hasbro Pulse. I did not know this came out this year. It might have been made to order figure, but I forgot how I ended up getting interested in ordering him or seeing him. I saw him somewhere and I said, wait, I remember that character, because I saw photos of the toy and I was like, wow, that looks incredible. Let me look at it more. And I researched a little bit and saw that he is, I guess, in the Fantastic Four universe. And I guess he started off as a villain and then he became a hero. I'm not too sure. Again, I need to read up on the lore. So I said I want to have some more fun by expanding some of the other characters' universe. So I said I want to expand on Fantastic Four more. So I do have the retro carded ones that I have away, but I think I'm gonna pose them up with the MCU Fantastic Four since I have those readily available to mess around with. So he came in about last week. I made a big order from Hasbro Pulse, and I have the Daredevil and Black Widow coming in tomorrow. And you know, I've actually completed that mini comic book wave. Actually, I'm still missing the Phoenix. Forgot her character's name. No, it's not Jean Grey. I don't know if it's Jean Grey's daughter. I think she's from Excalibur. I'm not sure, but that'll be in another video. But anyway, so I got Dragon Man. He is awesome. He's a beefy, hefty figure. He comes with these expanded wings for flying, and then he comes with 2 regular, I guess, normal closed wings. Well, not closed wings, but just down, as you can see. So you can interchange the wings, and his tail comes detached. You have to detach his tail, and it's like that bendy wire type of material, so you can kind of manipulate it to get it how you want. And what's also impressive about this figure is that he is double jointed elbows. And the reason why, to me, that's a big deal, because a lot of big characters, they don't tend to give them double jointed elbows for some reason. Like if you look at the Juggernaut, this is an example of him not being double jointed. He could have easily been double jointed. I don't know why didn't they do that, but I guess maybe because this is more of a deluxe figure. It did run about $100 for this, so it depends on you and, you know, on your money, if you feel like it's worth it or not. I really wanted to have this figure to my collection, and he has his mouth articulates, so you can open it and close it, so that's pretty awesome. His head has some good rotation, and he does have toe articulation. I love when they have toe articulation because that makes the posing even better with these figures. But he does come with also the open hands and the closed hand fist. This isn't gonna be a full review. I'm staying away from these full reviews, but I guess just to give you an idea if you guys want to order this yourself. But I absolutely love this figure. And one thing I noticed that I thought they should do for a future Hulk, which I think was a missed opportunity with the Maximum Hulk series, they didn't need to give him that rubber chest that people are complaining about that's chipping. Because if you look at his chest, it's like they cut, I don't know if the lighting is bad, but they cut the chest more in, which I thought that was something that they should do. And they gave him butterfly wings as well. So if you look, he can actually cross his arms across. So if they would have done that for the Maximum Hulk, then they could have avoided having that rubber chest that's been chipping on some people or ripping. So that's kind of like, that kind of sucks. And I wonder if they knew that and they did that on purpose. So my Hulk, I don't have him really in the Hulk smash or thunderclap, because I'm afraid it might start doing that and breaking. And I looked at that new Mezco release, which looks kind of cool, but I want to avoid like having to order a Mezco or somebody else just to get a superior figure of what I like. So again, all they got to do is, if they re-released it with this chest, I probably might actually buy it and sell this one. But I know that's not going to happen. I'm pretty sure, I guarantee they'll reuse this for like a future Hulk. I mean, it just makes sense. And that way, I mean, it has a lot of scaling too. So of course they got to just change the scaling on the character. But other than that, I would love to pose them up with my gargoyles and have them posed up with them. Especially since now they've done that Fantastic Four and Gargoyle crossover, so that's going to be interesting. So I can have some fun ideas with Dragon Man and the Gargoyles. And I'm wondering, I might have to make my own, but kind of like a flight stand to get him in flight poses. So it's very difficult. Like I said, he's a hefty figure, but I'm probably gonna have to make a makeshift kind of flight stand for him to get him hanging up and maybe flying. He also comes with this book from the Future Foundation. Now, I'm assuming that has something to do with who made him. And it's the same book that comes with Doctor Doom and the Deadpool Legacy series, Colossus. It's the same book, is reused, but Future Foundation is what it has on it. And he also comes with a pair of glasses. Let me see if I can get those glasses. Technical difficulties here. Hope they didn't fall. The glasses actually make him look a little bit less menacing. And I just had the glasses here. So I'm not gonna cut any of this out. You're gonna see it raw. Oh, here we go. So let me see if you guys can get a look at that. So those are the glasses right there. And he has this divot, I guess, above his nose that you can kind of like push it in there. Let me see if I can, because I had him like in a pose, like if he was like looking down reading the book. So I have figures everywhere on my desk, but you can get an idea how he looks with the glasses, more sophisticated. But yeah, so that's what he also comes with. Also, let me put him to the side. He is definitely, I highly recommend him, Dragon Man, if you want to expand your Fantastic Four universe. It's an awesome figure. Like, I'm really excited with what Hasbro's doing. On top of that, speaking of Hasbro, I also ordered from Hasbro Pulse, which was very surprising. I didn't know that they came out with this. I think I have them. I put them away. I have them in a bag. I did get the Spider-Man Animated Series 2-pack of Doctor Strange and Morbius. Now, I had no idea that this came out. Now, I have the original comic accurate Morbius that came with the 6-armed Spider-Man. And I figured I would just use that in the meantime and hope that one day they'll release a Morbius. And to my surprise, they did. And I was just looking on Hasbro Pulse and I found it and I'm like, oh wow. So I ordered it. Funny thing is, this was $50, so I had to pay I call it the Doctor Strange tax, because I already have a Doctor Strange that I want to use for like my Midnight Suns or with the Strange Tales. So it's pretty much the same Doctor Strange. I think the colors might be different, and it came with an extra head scope with the other Doctor Strange that I got. So I'll just have them on my animated series shelf. And as you can see, those who've never watched the cartoon that's younger, because the parents were afraid of violence, They didn't have him drink blood, so they had like the little things that look like sores on his hand, and he would suck your plasma out, which was funny. I didn't know that this came out in 2024, but when I went back to Hasbro Bose, they actually had it on sale, maybe $20 less, and it was sold out. So I got it just in time, and this is something that I want to keep. I love how these boxes are kind of like a throwback to the VHS. And for those of you that don't know who a VHS is, big cassette tapes, video home system was what it was called, a VCR. You put it in video home recorder, and this looks like it's like a double movie, like a trilogy. Like some of them will come in these like Star Wars. I remember I had the box set of Die Hard was one of my favorite movies. I had the box set on VHS. So they're like VHS tapes and MVL. That's what it would say, VHS right there. So I like how they put Marvel Legends there. So I'm definitely gonna keep. This is like one of the box arts that I would keep displayed. So I hope they do more of these. I know they did it with the X-Men, which I haven't bought any of those because I already pretty much completed my X-Men, which I'm excited that I have. But anyway, so I picked those up. Now, let's see. Trying to figure out what I also finally got, surprisingly, I haven't seen these in stores, which is Batman Returns Catwoman. I'm pretty sure you've dropped the thing there. I'm pretty sure you guys seen plenty of reviews. D Hunter is a good channel if you want to see a lot of DC multiverse stuff. So I finally got these two in the mail. I haven't taken out the Penguin yet, so I'm gonna just leave him in there for now. I'm not in a rush, but I'm gonna pack these up eventually, and I'm just happy that we got these because it's gonna look so awesome on the shelf display, especially with the Batmobiles and the other Batman movies. I just think they finally need to get a Jack Nicholson. I don't know what's taking long. Maybe it's a legal issue, but technically, once we get that Jack Nicholson Joker, I think it will be complete. Like, these are like my favorite outside of Spawn, because that's how I started with McFarlane. It was Spawn. Love Spawn, one of my favorite characters of all time. This is, other than Spawn, this is one of the few lines that I love picking up from him, with the exception of some, like, again, I know I've showed this before, probably in a past video, but again, the Peacemaker. This was a much needed, refreshing re-release that we needed from the original Suicide Squad 6-pack. So I'm glad I have this, even though I have the original as well. But I have finally a film accurate Peacemaker. So that's cool. So glad to have these finally. I haven't got the who am I missing? I forgot his character's name already. The guy that pushed her out the window. You guys know. I don't know if I'm gonna order him anytime soon, but yeah, glad, really happy. And this is an awesome looking figure. I mean, if you were on the fence, definitely a major go. I know there's nitpicks of everything, but I'm just happy to have this Catwoman to the collection. The resemblance is definitely awesome, so definitely a good pickup. Now the next thing, on a side note, those of you, if you guys want like a kind of like a chamber to put your, if you have Weapon X or anything, I recommend getting these Mr. Beast little chambers that he sells. They're like $20 each. So what's awesome about this is that it usually comes with like a little Mr. Beast action figure, like an animal or something. And what you do is you take this out and then you pour it in this little slot right here. And it's like food coloring, I guess. And then the water that's already in it changes or disappears, and it reveals the character that you have. Anyway, what I use it for is, you can see my Weapon X display. Now this is the original Weapon X I got last year, before the re-release, which is definitely a great upgrade. So if you do have this Weapon X, I would highly suggest to get the new one that came out, because the head sculpt is a lot better and he comes with more hands. This one, the first release, came with a screaming head, which I'm surprised on the re-release they didn't have it. It's just like a regular stoic face, and he didn't have any other interchangeable hands, but the other one does. But other than that, the rest of the figure, it's the same with the exception of minor paint detail. But anyway, what I like about it is that there's like a thick plastic, like double plastic that the water fills in, that when you fill it and you put your figure in, you would unscrew this. There's a part that comes out. Actually, I could show you this right now instead of explaining. So your figure never really sits in water, which is great. So this little portion right here just turns. Once you're done and you want to get your little action figure out from it, take that out and see. So you guys see it's water in it. And then this is the middle portion that the action figure sits in. I just want to make sure I'm getting this on video. See? So it fits, as you can see, it fits a 6-inch figure perfectly. So the water's still inside, and then you could just pour it out from here once you're done. And then you could just, like I said, just stick them right in. And what I want to do is I want to paint this either silver or black, probably silver. I might paint this whole thing silver and maybe put a little light on here to attach for like figure photography, so it looks like it's lit up. It's kind of crooked there, but I just wanted to show you guys so you guys can get an idea of what this is. So I do have 2 of these. He has different colors. The figures look the same inside, but you know, I just wanted another chamber because I have finally got my hands on one of those Alien Romulus popcorn buckets, and I had to pay a little bit extra because I got it in eBay, but you know, it's not really worth having to spend so much money to get multiples of that. And I know Just Incredible had one for like $20 that was like 3D printed version of it, which was kind of cool. I wouldn't mind picking that up. But anyway, so that's that. I just wanted to share that while I'm with you. The next thing I finally got, which is I have the rest of them inside on my bag, because I took half of these Build-A-Figure Wave from the Executioner to work while I were coming in to review them, and I was going to put them out, and then I was going to put another video with when the other ones came in, whatever. So I'm going to do everything at once. So just to get straight to the chase, the Build-A-Figure Executioner here, it's definitely awesome looking figure. You have to just like with all these Build-A-Figures, you could tell that they cut some corners because you have to, it's not a major thing, but his arms will come off easily. It always happens, in my opinion, with these Build-A-Figures, even with the DC Multiverse. So you can see him there, Executioner. Other than that, very, very awesome figure to have in your collection. So I'm glad to have this. I didn't know, again, I'm learning that he's a part of the Thor, I guess, mythos, as well as Enchantress that comes with this, and she has a relationship with him. So I got, I guess, 2 Thor figures, which is kind of cool. So I'm thinking of expanding on a Thor universe as well, and maybe getting a Loki, and maybe getting Odin, finally, that beefy Odin figure, and adding it. But I was also thinking of trying to find another Thor, so that way I could have a Thor on my Avengers shelf and just have another Thor shelf just, you know, dedicated to Thor. But that is the Build-A-Figure. He does come with a fist and an open hand, and as you can see, he comes with his axe. But he is not let me see, hold on, let me make sure I'm still recording. All right, he, for some reason, I don't know why, again, they do this same thing randomly, it is not double jointed elbows, so you can't really do much as posing with him when it comes to the arms. And he just doesn't have butterfly joints, of course, but I don't think they ever put butterfly joints on a Build-A-Figure. But to me, that makes of the figure even 10 times better once you have those butterfly wings and those double pointed elbows, but double jointed, and they don't got no pinions, as Just Incredible would say. But other than that, it'll be, I won't do much with him, but I'll have him displayed until I get more motivation and creativity to pose him in dynamic poses. He's gonna be on the shelf. The next one is the Mark 72 Iron Man, which you know, at this point, I have so many Iron Men, which is crazy. Now, but what I will like, what I do like about this suit in particular, which I never seen, is it comes with these extra pieces, right? So you could take this off from his arm, and then you can add this piece right here, and that's kind of dope. I've never seen that before. Let me see if I can get that close. So you can see it opens, and luckily, since I have that pack from the Valveverse, I have shooting effects that'll fit in there, because yeah, these effects obviously is the same standard. As you can see, it doesn't fit in there, so it was, to me, a lost opportunity to make that. See, it has it. This is the closed side, right? It's closed. You pop that out, and then he came with two, so you can have them, you know, also prepared to shoot from both arms or both wrists. But you could take these off as well. I don't know why they made that you can take these off, but you can take these off. It's removable. Has like a ring around it for the wrist, which is good because that means it won't fall off easily. But it comes with, you know, the typical open palm on both hands, right and left, and then the hole, so you can switch those effects to shoot. Or now that a lot of these characters are coming out with the same effects, you can still keep those on, and then obviously have him shooting, you know, with the hand. But I'm gonna start using the effects from Valveverse to put in there too, because the hole is small enough. So that is dope. I like how I've never seen that before in an Iron Man figure, so I like that. And he has a pretty much same articulation. I haven't messed around with him too much, but I have an idea for an Iron Man shelf. I want to see if I might have to buy a Iron Man that comes without his helmet on, just his hair. I don't know if they sell one of those, because I would love to customize a Tony Stark, put his head, if it comes with like a civilian head, nothing on him at all, but something that I can put on like a suit, like one of the figures from like Black Panther. Was it Agent Ross? I don't think his name is Ross, but whoever that is, you could put like the head on him, have him on the shelf, and then have all these Iron Men obviously lined up like he's in his HQ looking at all his suits. Because I have so many Spider-Men as well, I had like an idea of having like all the Spider-Men kind of chasing Peter Parker, and having the main animated series Spider-Man there kind of like swinging away from them while they're all chasing them, kind of like what they were doing in Across the Spider-Verse movie. So it's something to get your creative juices flowing, so you don't have these extra figures just sitting around away to the side. You can actually utilize them instead of, because most people will have them static, and what's the point of having them static if you're not going to see them on a shelf stacked behind each other, right? So that's why sometimes you put some away, you put some out, then you can switch, put some other ones away, put some other ones out, and constantly change your shelf when you get those creative juices. So, you know, that's a way to always be able to display all your figures that you have. But anyway, that's a future idea. But again, Mark 72, pretty awesome. This is another figure that, again, these are part of, like, I have Warbow, right? And this is an awesome figure. It makes me want to get Crystar, but I think he's kind of expensive right now. But anyway, this is what I like, these obscure figures that make me want to read into the lore of characters that I've never thought about reading outside from the major line. So again, let me see if I could get up close. Very awesome scope. I like the translucence. You can see his Warbow right there. He also has this thing around his wrist so it doesn't fall off easily. Has the patch, has, I don't know what you call this, kind of like the Rambo thing. He does have a design on his chest. So I figure looks awesome, makes me want to read into this lore more. He does come with 2 closed fists, and you can see that. I like how This doesn't look like they did reuse. Maybe they did from Crystar, I'm assuming, since he was kind of like bluish, and maybe they just turned it green. But it just looks unique looking at it. And I think it's one of those figures like Rom, right? A lot of people want to get Rom as well because those are obscure figures that don't come out. And they're very figure-like, right? When I say that, it's kind of like the Batman and Robin, and Batman Forever. They weren't great movies, but they're very toyetic. That's the term I'm looking for. It's very toyetic. I would have never really thought about Warbo until this toy came out. And I've seen him before, just like Crystar. But I passed on Crystar every time I saw him because I didn't know too much of him. But this was motivating me now to want to get Crystar to add him to this obscure universe and read up more on him. And I'm going to show you the next figure, which is the Phantom Rider, another figure which I've seen in passing, never thought of wanting to look at it. Looked boring, of course. I wasn't into those obscure characters, but now having the figure in hand makes me want to read up on him more. So that is Crystar, and let's see. All right, I gotta get the other figures, and all right, guys, so this is gonna be random because I have them in my bag, because like I said, I was trying to film these videos when I was at work in my office, but it didn't work out too well. So anyway, the next figure is, well, I was gonna say Phantom Rider, but I'll show you her first. So you have the Enchantress, which threw me off because I know DC has an Enchantress, but I guess Marvel has one now, and it looks like she has a relationship with Executioner. And when I say relationship, I'm not talking about love relationship, even though I think it kind of like hints at that on the description of the character, but I'm just saying that she deals with Executioner, and she looks like she deals with Thor too, as an enemy. But again, very, very awesome figure. This is again making me want to expand on the Thor universe and get to learn more about him, especially since I have the Hercules figure that I got about a couple of months ago. So to add to that, and I hope one day they put kind of like a divot in the hair of the sculpt, because the sculpts always look good, but with the women, you can't really articulate their head. They can't look up really like that. So I think it's like a lost opportunity, but not too much. She comes with an open palm hand, and she comes with this effect that I've never seen before. So this is kind of new for me, which is kind of dope. So she has that, which you can put her hand around. So put that in real time. I usually like posing these with the open palms on the female characters. So that's pretty much it right there. So again, she's somebody that I have to read up on. Never knew they had an Enchantress, but a great addition. And I know I mentioned him before, the Phantom Rider. Now this is a dope figure. Like I said, a lot of these characters are very toyetic. So you can see the Phantom. Hopefully he's not too blurry. He comes with 2 guns. I have him in his holsters. He has 2 trigger hands, and he comes with, you know, the semi-open palm hand and 2 fists. So if you've seen them all, if you've seen one, you've seen them all. And of course, they always have this weird thing on the back of these capes with the little notch in the back that goes in the hole that never sits in the hole. It's not even like lined up, so I'm not even gonna go through that. But again, he's a very, very awesome figure. I was having fun with him, posing him up. On the back of the box, it says that he was a school teacher and he dons his white costume. So I thought, anytime I've ever seen him, you know, Phantom Rider, I thought he was a ghost, you know. So let's see one of his firearms right there. So let me get them on. So again, don't know much about him, but it's giving me an opportunity, an excuse to now kind of like dig into his lore. I don't think they have graphic novels of him really available, so I'm gonna have to go to the comic shops and hunt for any single issues for him. But he does come with butterfly, and it's weird. Some of these characters, like, I don't know if it's random, but they gave him butterfly joints. So I don't know. They need to just give all the characters butterfly joints at this point, instead of playing around. And some of them might come with toe articulation. Obviously he doesn't, but anyway. So got the Phantom Rider, has all the double joints that you need. Got him there. His hat does not come off, so you have to just be careful. So you got the Phantom Rider right there. Very, very awesome figure. And let's see. Got him. And last but not least, right? Let me make sure last but not least. Oh, so I'm saying sorry. Why am I saying sorry? You have the Dark Avengers Spider-Man. I haven't even got to read my graphic novel of Dark Avengers yet to figure out who's who, but it looks like the same mold from the 6-armed Spider-Man. Minor differences: he doesn't have the white markings on his hands. He did not come with any splooch effects. He did not come with any webbing effects. I have no idea if this is a symbiote or not, but if you took all the arms away, it would just be a Secret Wars Spider-Man. I did switch the head on that, so it does have the, I think a lot of these Spider-Man come with this squinty eye version. And I'm not gonna talk too much about him. Like I said, I don't know anything about him. Then he comes with obviously the Spider-Man head, the normal one. This I was excited to get. Werewolf by Night. I still, I know if you watch some of my other videos, I did pick up some graphic novels. I wasn't able to find anything classic about him. So the 3 graphic novels I picked up were all recent stuff. So I haven't read them yet. But when I saw him, I was excited because, you know, being that I added Man-Wolf to my collection and thinking about, what is it, like Cosmic Legions and all those other ones, it's getting me into this part of Marvel, which, what would you call this? The I'm gonna call it suspense, Strange Tales, like the Build-A-Figure, right? I might put them on that shelf. I haven't watched the show yet either, but again, he let's see, make sure you got this in camera. He doesn't come with any interchangeable hands. He doesn't come with any interchangeable heads. It's just what you see is what you get. But again, it is an awesome, awesome looking figure. So I'm gonna try to figure out what I want to do with him. But he's definitely gonna be in like this. I want to start a Strange Tales shelf. So I guess he's technically the first one. I wonder if they're gonna come out with a Dracula, because I have the Dracula from the Strange Tales Build-A-Figure, but I don't know if they're gonna come out with their own, like an original OG Dracula from Marvel Comics, which would be kind of awesome. But I guess I could put him also in there with Ghost Rider and a bunch of them. But again, I have, you know, when I have time, he's gonna be added to the to-do list to look into. But I'm gonna have some fun posing him up, especially like facing off with Blade. I could just add a werewolf to that, vampire hunter. So this was awesome. I was very excited to get this character. Another obscure character, of course, that I want to learn more. And last but not least, of course, besides Werewolf by Night, obviously my most anticipated figure from the line and in general was, I have together, was the World War II Wolverine. Now, those of you who don't know, I've probably mentioned this before, I am a Navy veteran, and that's one of the reasons why I love Cap, even though I wasn't in the Army. But I love military style I love military movies. I love when Marvel or DC kind of does something with the military in their comics. Like, I have Sergeant Rock, but he's still in box. I haven't decided to take him out the box yet, and I'm not sure if I think I have to go and get that Sergeant Rock graphic novel too, so I can read up on him. But anyway, so I was super excited to add him to my collection. I have so many ideas. So apparently he fought in World War II with Cap and Bucky. Unfortunately, I can't find the Bucky without paying that aftermarket price. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna have him, because it wouldn't make sense, but it doesn't, whatever. But I was gonna have him with the Bucky Captain America. The Captain America I have now from the Gamerverse, and him, I have some pictures, ideas, and the first thing that comes to mind, which I think is one of the most best scenes in the movie, was in Wolverine, the Wolverine movie. What was it called? Origins. That scene at the beginning, the montage when you see him, I think he was running onto the beach in World War II, and I was like, man, I wish we got more of that, right? I think a lot of people wish we got that movie. So I have an idea of doing something like that. But he does come with his little satchel, I guess you could call it. I don't know what it is, but I think it's like a repurpose, because they usually have this on Green Goblin, Hobgoblin, also on forgot the other character's name from Spider-Man, but he does come with his, I guess, I don't think this is a bayonet, but he has his knife on his, that you just put down there on his boot, and he does come with interchangeable hands. Now, another thing that somebody pointed out, I don't know if you want to get a good look, but I'm pretty sure there's tons of reviews on him. The detail in this is awesome. I have no idea if this is a reuse or anything, or this is all brand new from the ground up with him. Now, the one thing that somebody pointed out was that it came down to his adamantium hands, and they said, how does he have adamantium if he didn't get his adamantium until, I don't know if it was in the 80s with Weapon X, I'm not sure, but obviously he didn't have adamantium back in World War II. So as you can see, that's the adamantium hand that comes with. Now, I have to read up more on this, because I see that his hands are wrapped, and on top of the adamantium is like these bulges that are coming out of his knuckles. So I don't know why it's like that. I don't know if I'm reading into it, but I felt like, was it adamantium, or did he attach claws to his hand and tape them up, and that's what he was using? That's the part that's confusing me. But I'm excited because I have that issue. They said I forgot which Captain America issue is it with him. And to me, it's like an iconic cover, which I have the re-release. I want to find the original copy to get it graded. But they said they go into detail in that Captain America comic that has Wolverine, the John Byrne Wolverine, the Black Widow that they just re-released, and Cap on that cover, and they supposedly talk about it. So I'm gonna have to read through it to see what they say, but I can't wait for that Black Widow to come in so I can recreate that cover. But anyway, very, very awesome figure. So anyway, even though that nitpick with the adamantium, I don't care. It would have been awesome if it was bone claws, but maybe somebody could do a custom, and give him bone claws. Oh, he also comes with a rifle. I forgot what was the name of the rifle. I did all the research on the last video, but here we go. Classic World War II rifle. I noticed with when the Marvel figures that come with weapons, the magazine isn't detachable. Well, is that a magazine? Yeah, the magazines don't come out like the G.I. Joe ones. And anyway, as a bonus, I did finally order and get my hands on this First to Fall Raphael. Very, very awesome figures. You can see he has, you know, blood on the head sculpt, blood on his arms, blood on his legs. And spoiler alert, he's the first to die if you haven't read The Last Ronin. And what's cool is on back of this shell, it's kind of like soft rubber, but there's on this, I guess this is like a shield, and on the outside on the shell, there's little divots and holes so you can plug in all these. If you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, I posted a video between him and Punisher, and you can kind of see all the arrows in him. But you just take a lot of these arrows, who I don't know who shot them, but you can put them in here and they sit perfectly in these little holes. And there's a bunch of them that you could put on, but just for you guys, so you guys can get an idea, that's how it looks. And he actually has a hole right in one of his legs, so you can actually put, which is crazy. I wish they would have done it on his arm, so you can have it through his arm. Because at first I was confused, because one of the arrows is red. Let me see. So one of the arrows, as you can see, is red, right? And that's supposed to be a bloody arrow. And what you would do is you would put that through the hole of his leg, which actually has markings of blood coming out. And he actually has gotten shot in the leg, which is crazy, kind of gnarly. So it's pretty brutal what they did to him. But I haven't even read it either to know exactly how he died. I don't know if it was from the arrows, but he does come. I think this is the same Last Ronin Raphael, but just this is, yeah, I guess you could say battle damage, and it comes with the stoic head as well, and the same interchangeable hands that they all come with in his size. All right, try to cut this with videos already long. Hope you guys are enjoying it in the meantime. Didn't mean to keep you guys too long. This was a random order. Let me see. So while I was at Hasbro Pulse, don't sleep on Five and Below. Five and Below has a lot of little accessories that if you want to play around with toy photography. And I told myself that I want to get more figures in civilian clothes if possible. But I thought this was a fun pickup, so I did pick up the 2-pack basketball of Rogue and Gambit. Now, just like a lot of people, I was surprised. I thought the ball was detachable, but it's not. And I guess this is a reuse of a NBA toy that Hasbro was coming out with that failed. Because if you want to be technical, the shorts that he wears in the cartoon and the sneakers and the socks are not the same. But it's still good detail. Like, I like the sneakers. They look kind of like Jordans. You can see his shorts. And at least the body mold is, I feel like, is accurate to what he would look like and how he looked like in the cartoon. So that was pretty dope. And I really like this Rogue, and I know a lot of people are switching the heads or interchanging the heads with the other Rogue 97, but she's actually taller when people were doing comparison, and she comes with some cloth goods. So she has that what's that movie from the 80s, Flashdance? She got the Flashdance sweater shirt going on. So that's pretty awesome. That's pretty dope. So I have some ideas of how I want to display them, and I'm hoping that they come out. I know, as you already know, they got the Wolverine with civilian clothes, which I have, and I'm hoping that they release more, like Storm, Jean Grey, Scott. I hope they put them all in regular attire, because you know that's just something random that I would have fun with. I know most people don't care about that, but I feel like I would have fun with that. And of course, since I ordered all those other accessories, I can have them, you know, use other basketballs and soccer balls and all that. that I got from Super Stuff or whatever that name of that company is called. But if you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, I posted that stuff up there from Valaverse and the other company. But anyway, so that is the haul as far as the Build-A-Figure and the 2 bonus ones. And if you're still hanging out with me, I really appreciate it. Last but not least, this came in today. Finally, well, I'll talk about this first. Well, first, I'll talk about this, Mysterio. Now, funny thing is, I had them on pre-order from Walmart. It was sold out afterwards, right? Because people were trying to get their hands on it, which is crazy. It says that they're not going to send this to me until December 9th. And I go to my neighborhood Walmart, and lo and behold, they have like 6 of these sitting on the peg. Like, this is so ridiculous. Like, I pre-ordering is good, don't get me wrong, because sometimes toy hunting is not that exciting. Like, I love watching toy hunt videos, especially like what's his name, Junk in the Trunk, JB's Junk in the Trunk, and some other people that do toy hunting. I couldn't do it because a lot of the places don't have anything. But anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I want to get the Mysterio. I was gonna cancel it, but I want to get him graded. I want to start grading some of my figures for fun. Although this might be worth something, because the other Mysterio that I saw that they came out with first, the most I've seen is almost $90, almost close, $80 to $90. But just for fun, I want to at least get 1 or 2 graded figures just to display, and I think that would be cool. But what I noticed, right, that the face sculpts they're good, right? And they're like the cartoon, and they're getting more and more sophisticated, right? Because I feel like if you look at the other figures, they don't really have, it has like that X-Men 97 type of style to it. So I don't know, like the Prowler, like I saw that they re-released them in Walmart. I don't know if I don't have them here, but I feel like if they re-release the Prowler now in 2025, not like, oh, we're gonna release the old one like they have, which is still an awesome figure. I feel like they would have had a more animated face to it, so you could see it's changing, which is weird because like I said, this is one of my favorite cartoons of all time, and this is like one of the few things I'm a completist on. So I want to get all his villains, because that's what's fun about Spider-Man. I think he has one of the best villains rogue libraries compared to like Batman. But I saw that they're re-releasing that Kingpin, which I just put it on pre-order on Hasbro, which is $40 because the aftermarket is still $160. So I said, you know what? Well, my luck, when it comes out, I'll see them all on the peg. But anyway, it's not a big deal as long as I know I have one coming. So I'm just hoping that they don't change too much that from when they first released, because some of those, like the Green Goblin, was released in 2020 and it's already 2025. So I hope it doesn't change too much that when I finally complete it, they're just not looking odd and crazy. But I don't think I'm going to be displaying them with their unmasked anyway, especially like Green Goblin or whatever. So I might just put those away for later on, just for figure photography. But the package is kind of heavy because of the effects, so they're putting more energy into the effects, which is great. So he has like I think an interchangeable head right here, which is like a skull. I don't know if you can really see that, but I'm sure you can Google the pics. And then he comes with just some cool effects that you could put around him. So I was glad to add him. And last but not least, I finally got my Iceman, so I could finally recreate again that X-Factor #1 cover. Although I don't have the Blue Beast, I'm gonna just use the Gray Beast this time that I have. And I'm pretty sure Hasbro will re-release that Blue Beast, and I wouldn't be surprised if it would be the same one, because it's an awesome looking figure. And again, I lost my opportunity to get that Beast like 2 years ago, so I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass because now in the aftermarket they want like over $100. But anyway, so I got the Iceman. I could tell you from the other Iceman release that came out a couple of years, I think in 2018, which I wish I had it out here to compare it. This is a superior version of it, because the other Iceman wasn't as translucent as this one. This is very translucent. The other Iceman looks milky. You can't really look through him. So he looks very milky. And if you look at it now, it looks kind of odd. He doesn't come with 2 head sculpts, which is awesome. So you're getting 2 head sculpts. You're getting which is random, the little snowball if you want to have fun with figure photography. He doesn't come with additional hand sculpts. The first version, I don't know how many versions. I'm gonna just say first version because that's the version that I got. And he does come with the same ice effect base, as you can see. That is the same, but the only difference now, they added these 2 shooting effects, like he's like riding on the ice. A lot of people are complaining about it. Listen, I'm the casual collector. This is an awesome upgrade. If you don't have an Iceman, this is an awesome one to at least have for your first. And if you have an Iceman, if you want to upgrade, I would say it's definitely worth an upgrade. And I think they changed the belt. The belt was more round on the buckle on the old one. But this is it's kind of like the Weapon X. It's a good upgrade. This is a good upgrade. So that's one thing that I do like, is that Hasbro, when they release some of these, they're improving it and tweaking it to make it better and superior than the one that may have came out a couple of years ago. And it has been 7 years, which is, when I think of 2018, it doesn't sound like too long ago, but it was long ago. That's like 7 years. So I think in 7 years, yeah. And I got it, I probably paid 40, maybe 50. I don't even think I paid that much for it. But now if you try to find that Iceman, it's in the 80s, 90s for that one. So I say screw that. This came out just in time. Definitely get this. It's kind of like the Silver Surfer. I had an opportunity to get a Silver Surfer last year and I passed on it, and it was in FYE. And then I was like, man, I wish I got it, because I don't have a Silver Surfer to go with my Fantastic Four. But of course I have, was it Shalabal, whatever her name is, from the MCU. I was like, I have to do with that for now. And then lo and behold, they re-released that superior Silver Surfer, and I don't have one, so that's perfect to finally have my first Silver Surfer, and it's a superior one anyway, which it'll be coming next month, I believe, because I have it pre-ordered on Amazon, and I believe it'll come. It says it'll ship sometime in December, but if I see it on the shelf, it's not a big deal, because I know it'll be coming. So, or I might just get it and get it graded. That might be my project, to get those 2 figures graded, Mysterio and Silver Surfer. But anyway, man, this video was long. I apologize, but if you made it this far, please hit like and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Do you think Dragon Man is a pickup? Did you like this wave of Build-A-Figures for Executioner? What you think about the Iceman? What you think about Mysterio? Have you been getting Mysterio? Has it been hitting your spot? Has it still been sold out? Let me know what you guys think. But again, I appreciate you guys following and liking, subscribing. And if you like videos like this, I'll do more of it. And I have another toy haul I'm going to bring to you very soon, probably tomorrow. But anyway, thank you for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe again. Catch you on the next one. Stay safe